Hey, what's up guys? Little man with a big opinion here. Today's video, I'm going to show you the items that I keep in my get home bag. I think everything on this list is something that everyone should have in their get home bag, regardless of how far you live away from work. I will, have a disclaimer that I don't quite remember the number, but I'm about 850 meters from where I'm sitting right now to my job. So I've timed it before, and it's, less than 5 minutes to get home. So my my get home bag weighs virtually nothing. I have items because maybe there will be a delay in being able to get home. So this will tide me over until I'm, able to make that trip. I have two bags. I've used both of them before, but this is the one that I'm currently using. It's a Sun Heikel. It's about 8 liters. And I've used this other one before. It's a bit heavy because I've got 20 pounds in it for my rucking, which if you didn't check out that video, I'll leave a link to it down below. But this one is more of a tactical style backpack. It's got the Molly on it. I've added a water bottle holder that the Nalgene's fit perfectly in. I guess my son wanted me to have more of a snack. This bag's a little bit bigger. The straps are a bit more rugged. The padding's definitely a little bit better. It's got a chest buckle. And you can put a camelback in this if you want to. Big main pouch, little top pouch on the top, little admin pouch on the front. This is, the Tactical brand, which is Academy's branded backpacks. And I've had this one for about 8 years now. I used it kind of like a assault pack back in Army days. But I've settled with this one because I think it's a little, less, hey, that person might know what they're talking about, or, what they've got their stuffs figure out. This is, Lone Man style backpack. So the very first thing on the outside, I've just got a simple S-binder carabiner. I can hang this up if I want to, dig through it. On the side pouch, I have a Sawyer Mini. And then digging through it, I've kind of taken it apart for the video, but most of the stuff that goes in this bag can go inside of a dry bag that I can roll it up. And that way, depending on the elements, I think this is lighter than getting a pack cover. And also, I've bought dry bags for several other things. I use it a lot for camping. I have a big bag cover for my 60-liter pack. I just haven't really said that I need, to buy one for this small of a pack. But it has a small little admin style pouch, and I haven't totally figured out where I want to keep everything, but I think everyone should have a little bit of cash on them, some way to start a fire. I keep a big lighter in my pocket. I keep, right now the pocket knife that I'm using is just like the $25 Kershaw. I keep an O-light in my pocket. I typically have a little bit of cash in my wallet. So those things stay on me 24/7. I kind of consider that part of going into this. Some sort of water source. I love Nalgene's. I can look at about 25 right now that I have up on the shelf. This is way plenty water for getting home. Like, I really shouldn't have to drink any water at all to get home. But there could be a delay. That's going to help tide me over. The Sawyer Mini is going to, if things have to last longer, I've got the Sawyer Mini. I have a first aid kit. This one's kind of nice because it tells you everything that it started out with. But I can tell you, like it had four 500 milligram acetaminophen. I still have that in there. It's got 2 aspirin. I've used that a long time ago, and I've put ibuprofen in here. I've put some 200 milligram, but for the most part, I've got 800 milligrams in there. It's got some moleskin. They have dressings and stuff listed out on here. I've added more. They have, it came with a 1/2-inch 10-yard roll of tape. I've put a 1-inch, I think 6-yard roll of tape in there. So this is standard boo boo ow ows kind of thing. But on top of that, I also keep a tourniquet. I am very impressed with the Rhino Rescue. North American Rescue makes very good tourniquets. They were 100% battle tested in the global war on terror. The Rhino Rescue have saved thousands of lives in Ukraine. This company has sold tens of thousands, and I think the proof is in the pudding. I would keep it between a North American Rescue or like a Rhino Rescue. There's a couple of other brands, but they need to have a level of certification to them. There are knockoff ones. Like, I think this one is about $18. I've seen some as low as $5 that look exactly like the North American Rescue, and you're almost doing more harm than good using one of those. But tourniquet stays in the pack. I keep some sort of food source in here. So I've got me some tuna, and I've got me a thing of Fig Newtons. The tuna's going to give me a little bit of protein. That's going to give me the carbs in case I really need it. But make the food up to you. I'll save that for last. That's the fun stuff. I keep a little admin pouch in here. I've got a Write in the Rain journal, pen, pencil. I've got some certifications and credentials. And then I have I think it's 32 or 64 gigabyte, SD that has all of the important information that I'm going to need, in case, something serious happens. And, there are actually 2 things left. The bag that keeps on giving. On top of a knife, I keep a Gerber in here. It's not the most expensive one, but, I've got pliers, simple tools. And the fun part, I keep my handgun in here. For my work, I have to, keep it concealed, and it is something that stays near the top. It doesn't go in the dry bag. That way, crap hits the fan, I'm almost spending more time, you know, because I carried appendix carry. I'm almost spending more time getting it out of the bag and having it concealed than I could be 25% of the way home already. But I think you should have the ability to put holes in threats, fill holes from threats, and for me, I almost don't need, really any of this. I would feel completely safe with a handgun and a tourniquet. But that's my get home bag. So let me know your thoughts down below. Would you add things? Would you take things away? What are things that you have in your bag? Because, distances change. You might have different priorities. Do you increase the amount of stuff? Do you lower the amount of stuff? Let's have that discussion. But with that being said, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and family, comment, like, and I'll catch you on the next one.